Hello and welcome.
And welcome back.
I'm KJ and this is Swali.
Hello,
And
hello.
you're listening to UnMaddening, where we unpack the madness of society one word at a time.
Or many words, but one word.
Well, one word at a time. Today's word is rather controversial, shocking. We're never really touching on that.
Not
sort
once
of.
have we been controversial.
But anyway, here we go. The word of the day is truth.
There's lots of truth going around. You just look on the internet, you'll find it.
The definition of truth is the quality or state of being true. Okay, that which is true or in accordance with fact or reality. For example, noun, the truth, and the sentence example, tell me the truth. There's one answer there. There's only one truth. Okay, then the definition starts to get a bit hairy because it kind of morphs into this something that could be decided by an individual or a group of people, where it reads truth as a fact or belief that is accepted as true. And the example is
fact or a belief.
Yes, or
Is
just
it
a
actually
belief.
state fact or
Fact
a belief?
or belief that is accepted as true. Example being the emergence of scientific truths, which is like alarm bells.
Or these new scientific truths?
Exactly. Accepted as true. Well, that's a little bit terrifying if you ask me.
Yes.
Yes. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups, as we say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or just stupid people.
Scientific truths emerging. So while I was looking up bits and pieces, I was thinking about the old Ben Shapiro. And some people love him, some hate him, whichever side of the fence you're on. He does have this excellent quote from, I think it was 2016 that he coined the phrase during one of his podcasts. And the quote, he turned it into a book. It's facts don't care about feelings. I like it.
Very true.
It's very, well,
it's
true,
sequel
you
to
say.
that one?
True. Oh, the facts still don't care about your feelings. Yeah.
I think that's brilliant.
I haven't read either of those books, by the way.
That's a great saying.
But yeah, the title is great. So, truth is truth. There's only one of them. There's not Swaley's truth and KJ's truth and the dog's truth and
The
his
squeaky
truth
ball
and
truth.
yeah, like truth is just truth. The truth is that which is true or in accordance with fact or reality. Reality. Actual reality.
Yeah, welcome
where
to the
we
real
live.
world.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to the party, pal.
That definition, that modern one, which is stating a fact or belief that is accepted as true, is just, I don't enjoy that. That example is not good. Surely in recent years we have learned that emerging scientific truths are things to be avoided at all costs and not just taken as
Or maybe you could get
fact.
Inoculated for that, though, so
Against
that you don't get the misinformation, as they like to call it now.
Just because people want to accept something as truth, it doesn't then automatically make it so.
No.
You can want it and like it and dream of it, but it's not going to just become something.
Well, I believe pigs can fly, so
I
you
haven't
look it up.
seen
There's
one.
many documentations and
There
pigs flying.
probably is.
You can see an AI picture of a pig flying if you'd
You
like
can
to.
look up any angle of any topic that you're interested in, and you'll find other wackadoodles on the interweb that have also agreed with your truth that you're hanging out there in. And let's not forget what the opposite of truth is. What was the opposite of truth, Smiley?
Untrue.
Well, if something is true, yes, untrue. False, right?
False, yeah.
False.
Yeah.
And then, like, if you think about some of the synonyms for truth, we've got words like sincerity, honesty. These are terms that we align with people that we trust, right? They're sincere and they're honest. We have validity, genuineness, and accuracy. Oh, I thought accuracy was a good one. Let's apply that to like a math problem or a scientific formula or something along those lines. You need factual, truthful calculations, do you not?
Yeah, or whether you have to solve this as a true equation,
Yeah.
it has to be correct.
It has to be true. And how many versions of the truth are there in that? Just the one? Is it just checking? Is that right, Swiley? Just one?
I thought we just established it's whatever you believe is true.
It is not whatever you believe.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Calculations need to be true, genuine, and valid, such as those lovely synonyms for the word truth. Not something that's just accepted as true, because that's not going to work the math problem out. It's not going to put the formula together to get whatever you were trying to do. It's not going to happen. Doesn't work like that.
Could you imagine NASA astronauts just, they do the calculations, the geometry and the trigonometry, and I believe it's true. So, yeah. Well, then it must be true.
Just jump in the rocket?
Well, it's sort of like the moon landing, isn't it?
Well, I thought you were baiting me.
A little bit.
It's a conversation for another day, isn't it?
Yeah.
But just because something is accepted as true by the masses, right? The stupid people in large groups, and they want to shove it down your throat, or you're getting bullied into agreeing with them, it doesn't make it true. It still is either true or untrue. It's true or false. Which one is it?
False most of the time. Yeah.
It's one or the other. It can't be somewhere in between. It doesn't work like that. It's not. There isn't a grey area with this particular word that is used, which is why it's so annoying when it gets used as this personalized belief system of, oh, that's my truth. No, bruz. There is a single truth.
Yeah, if that's what you believe, doesn't make it true.
And worse yet, you have like people that don't necessarily agree with what's being shoved down their throat, but they're too terrified that they will be ostracized or isolated by their friends, their family, their peers, their workmates if they speak up against it. So, via that horrible thing of the pluralistic ignorance, they just go along with the popular vibe or feeling. What was that word that they said before? The accepted as true. Because they don't want to be the odd one out.
It's like a world full of white lies, isn't it? Just so we don't hurt anyone's feelings.
That's racist.
Oh, gee, here we go.
Oh, dear. Underneath when I was looking up Ben's book title of the Facts Don't Care About Your Feelings, there was, those related questions that I love to find. This one was a gem. The related question underneath that was, what is it called when someone doesn't care about your feelings? And the answer was, when someone doesn't seem to care about the misfortunes of others, they're unsympathetic. If you yawn while your friend is crying about her lost cat, you'll come across as terribly unsympathetic. Like, oh,
Maybe so.
okay. But I liked that word. I wrote it down in the list of words.
Unsympathetic? Yeah.
No, we're just like sympathy and empathy is also another good one. We'll circle back to that another day.
Well, I mean, just looking at the words sympathy and empathy, empathy is when you can understand, but you don't directly relate. And sympathy is when you can relate and you get very feely about it.
So earlier we were talking to Bueller about what the word of the day was going to be, and he reminded us of that excellent old phrase of never let the truth get in the way of a good story, which is a lot of what you see going about.
Yeah. The Chopper Read one, never let the truth get in the way of a good
Is
yarn.
that actually his?
Oh, I don't know.
Or did he just happen to say it and some
who
other
knows
legend
what the
said it
truth
before
is?
that? I don't know. So, right, as we do, we also look at Urban Dictionary definitions of words. And for truth,
That's
have...
where we should look to for our truth is the modern day truth.
Gosh, there's a lot of mess on there, but sometimes there's actually, some relevant ones. So I like to cherry pick a couple from either side and see what direction it takes our conversation. I enjoy that. Truth is when theory matches reality. Truth could also be a fact.
It's a very legal written document there.
Yeah, loophole.
May, shall. Oh, shall's a very definitive word. No, shall, you can't use that. May.
Well, it's the difference between could and would. And I remember that being a thing with grammar when I was younger. It was like, you could ask somebody to do something for you. Could you do this? And the answer could maybe yes.
I could.
I could do it. But you need to ask, would you?
Or will you?
Words are important. The definition is important. Another one. This is a horrendous one. The truth is like a lingering fart. Everyone can smell it. Everyone knows it's there, but no one wants to admit it. I was like, oh, okay. It's actually quite deep, even though it was said in a gross way.
Yeah, that scent hit the nostrils quite deep as well by the sound of it.
Truth, the opposite of a lie, and that's the truth. And then we had truthed, as in, ed, used as a verb. Truthed reflects the telling of someone's information that the individual is reluctant to hear, like telling somebody something about themselves that is embarrassing, or information about which the individual is in denial. They are being truthed. Yes.
And so the synonyms for modern day truth is stupid?
Look, I don't know. I didn't look that up. You tell me. And then also truthing, which was when one does the opposite of telling lies. Interesting. So truth is truth based on all those definitions.
And if you believe it to be true, then it is.
Stop. Oh my
I
goodness.
still can't. I'm like a dog with a bone on that one.
So a little bit more tragedy on truth. I thought I'll have a little look at some modern day truths and saw what the internet spat back out at me. Modern day truths encompass a range of realities, including both positive advancements and persistent challenges. While there's a growing awareness of sustainability and health, many struggle with the gap between intention and action, feeling busier than ever yet lonely, and recognizing the need for deeper connections. Simultaneously, societal issues like economic inequality, mental health struggles, and the influence of technology on our lives are becoming more prominent. Wow. In essence.
They're simultaneously crazy.
Yeah, these are modern day truths. In essence.
Yeah, like I told you. Modern cinnamon for it. I've got lots of them.
Wow is mine. Modern life presents a complex tapestry of progress and problems. While technology and awareness have advanced, persistent challenges like inequality, loneliness, and the nature of truth require ongoing attention and effort. The nature of truth.
Yeah.
It should be cut and dry, right?
Yeah,
truth is truth.
Truth is truth.
Not the nature of it. I don't care about its nature. It either is a fact or it's fiction.
Well, the truth can adapt to its environment, though, can't it?
No, it is only itself. Not what you wish or you hope or
and
you
I'm
dream.
using inverted commas here. The truth has evolved.
Yes, the inverted commas were implied. I think that was well understood. Truth equals fact. The end. Vintage culture appreciation.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, it's still more about truth.
We're going to cut the truth off here.
For appreciation, it's when we had no internet truth. As in, internet was around before. It's been around for a while, but you didn't have this onslaught of truth. There's a lot of inverted commas happening here, everybody. Yeah. Like, you have to just imagine them.
You can't see the finger quotes, but, it's like a bird flapping around here.
I hope you can feel it. You can feel it in what in your truth.
You know what was crazy? Like, looking on this from last week's episode that we did with the conflict.
Right.
And I'm looking it up, trying to find some truth on what's happening and what's going on and some updated news. It's just inundated with AI-made
inverted
you
don't even know
if
what you're looking at is real.
Truth.
Yeah. Is that a real article? Is that real footage? Is that actually something that somebody said? Is it a direct quote?
You really have to fact check everything that you look at and hear today. You just have to check, because the truth is someone's belief, like you said, that it's true. So that's what we'll just put out to the world. So there's going to be a whole generation of, truthfully speaking, some very informed people. That's to be, sympathetic to people's feelings there. Oh,
yes. Well, make sure you are, because they're struggling. And according to that list of modern day truths that we just went through. But yes, vintage culture appreciation is not having fake news shoved down your throat. We always had journos, right? They've always been around, and there's always been journalistic biases, and you're going to have some nonsense that pops up in the papers, and, this company owns this paper and this company owns this paper, or rather, sorry, this bloke owns this paper and this
he's politically aligned to this one. Yes.
And then this bloke owns this one, and I'm not mentioning any names. You all know who I'm talking about for these things.
Let's pack that in.
But the level of truth that is forced on people in the modern age is astronomically problematic, as you were just saying. It's a lot. It is really hard to navigate and to make sense of. And look, I just hope and pray that people actually have others in their lives that they can trust and do see those truthful synonyms that we mentioned before of being honest people that they can ask these questions to get real answers.
And like you were saying, with all those misinformation, it's one used to use one of their modern day terms, but all the lies, let's just call it what it is, all the lies that get thrown out there and breeds conspiracy theories. And some of these conspiracy theories, they might seem far-fetched, but what we've seen from them is there's a certain element of truth to it.
Yeah.
That, it can't be that far from the truth.
Because a lot of it is it's lipstick on a pig sort of style. There is fact in there somewhere.
Navigate through it.
But which portion of it is fact, and then how have we dressed it up, and how have we manipulated it to steer into the direction of
independent thinkers, people.
So you've got views coming at you from every side, and they're all claiming to be the truth. And how can you know what the truth actually is? Well, hey, there's a really cool verse in the Bible, John 14:6. Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. That's where you get your truth. The Bible, prayer, Bible study, literally one of the names of God, as said in that passage for Jesus there, the truth. I am the way, the truth. There's your truth. Literally one of the names. So that's where you need to be looking. Rant over.
Rant over?
For the time being.
Is that the truth?
It's my truth.
You believe it to be true.
No, I don't. I don't at all. We really hope that this actually is encouraging to people. We're not trying to be mean to people that are suffering under the weight of all of this stuff that you just don't know how to sift through.
Very, very.
It's draining. And it's exhausting, and the fake news here, there, and everywhere getting thrown at you. Yeah. It's just a lot. But we just want to encourage you to be truth seekers. Fact check. Don't just take what someone says to you and run with it. Do a little bit of research and maybe read 1984. maybe have a look at.
That's a fiction book, but it's become. I believe it to becoming more true.
Newspeak and double think. Do your own research. Seek the truth. Don't get dragged into believing that if you disagree with someone, you're a bad person. Okay, because that's like a real massive vibe that's getting thrown around at the moment. If you don't agree with somebody's truth
or agenda,
then you're a bully, or you're some kind of an ism in some manner. That is not what it means. All right, you can still be a light and have honest conversations with people, even if you don't agree with their point of view.
Looks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
Must be a duck, right?
Correct.
On that note, that was fun. Thanks for listening. We will catch you next time. Until then, God bless and peace out. And remember, the truth is out there.
Then what can I say? How can I disprove lies that are stamped with an official seal?
That will be all, Mr. Mulder.
You can deny all the things I've seen, all the things I've discovered, but not for much longer. Because too many others know what's happening out there. And no government agency has jurisdiction over the truth.
This content is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as professional advice. We are truth seekers, not pastors or politicians. You are not more likely to suck less or try harder having listened to these shenanigans.
You're fake news.